after it.
Yeah, Timmy, good working, Timmy.
Dino, that first pitch was fantastic. 4 matches played on it, 1,500 runs. And look at this, really good return. 91 sixes and 123 fours on this surface. It's a new one today, so that's a as you say, smashing a good length.
Yeah, and I just feel he may be 2 feet too short again. I think we'd take a leaf out of Malinga's book, how he's bowled so well in this tournament. Get the ball up as the batsman. Miss, he hit his poles. Hit the ball up, swing it. Too short. And he gets him anyway. Oh, wow, look at, yes, sir. Attention, Control.
David Warner. Again, in the first game, went for 1. On this occasion, he's gone for 4. He's literally placed it in the hands of backward point. Hit the deck. Looks to try and cut it. It cramps him. And Rassie van der Dussen does the rest. There we go. Added attention and also a celebration. David Warner. Gone for 4. The score is 5 for 1.
Lafan, over to you. 2 deliveries.
Well, not the start the Hawks wanted, losing one of their guns. Warner, who, to be fair, does hit the ball a lot in the air between point and cover. Does get out a lot there, or does hit the ball in the air a lot.
As Slater said, there's more gaps in the air. On this occasion, finding the man is David Warner. He would have played with Slats.
Yeah, Michael Slater Terrific player. Ben McDermott, I'm impressed with this young boy. By gee, played well in his last game. He just absolutely smashed it to all parts. Nice little 68 off 46. Oh, hello, and good morning to you, Mr. McDermott.
Surprise.
One for the over. Last one, that's one.
Go on for the over. Just the reaction of the batsman tells you a lot. It's short, just there. Gets tangled up, doesn't he?
That's a good sniff. Oh, that is a very good ball. And I often worry, if not wearing an arm guard either. This is the type of pitch you like to wear an arm guard. Ah, well bowled. Got him jumping. Good stuff. End of the over. It's 5 for 1.
Cottrell getting the breakthrough. Starting well in his first over and getting a big fish. David Warner. Really fantastic. See the young coming out. It's an initiative to really spread the game here in Canada. It's good that they're coming out to the games. 151st Canada Day. 1st of July. There's the batting card. David Warner, gone. A little while ago. Darren Bravo to come. David Miller. Oh yes, he can get on with it. Dwayne Bravo. Short, in the air.
And gone. Canada Dry maximum.
Not afraid to get onto the pull of the hook. Tim Southey, he's seen the ball bounce. It's excited him, and the first delivery in his second over, cross seam. And it's right in the right place for Lendl Simmons. It's around the midriff. Just able to get the hands through it, a good extension, and he picks up another Canada Dry maximum.
Yeah, I just feel that's the shot to players. Be positive, very positive on any ball that's short. Any ball that's pitched up, you're looking for ones and twos. You've got to play the conditions. And I sort of like a pitch that's got a bit in it sometimes in T20 cricket. Makes the batsman think. So there he is backing away, trying to find a hole on the offside. And he was just successful and just whacking it to Van der Dussen. They've got some different celebrations, haven't they, of today, the bowlers? I'm trying to imagine if Curtly Ambrose would do that. Too short and boom! Onto the tent.
The captain likes it. Offense. They've been put on the back foot with bounce, with a little bit of swing, and Lendl Simmons has said, no, I'm not going to sit back. Down the wicket. Brave. And it pays off. Canada Dry maximum.
Yeah, it was a cross seamer, and I reckon he's better off in trying to swing the ball, Tim Southey. Was that a wide or did it flick? It's a wide. So they'll question whether it might have flicked the pad or pants of Simmons. Let's have a little look.
I heard a sound.
Oh.
Let's have a closer look. Oh, it's missed everything. It is a wide.
Beautifully bowled. That's the length. Still employing two slips. On an interesting pitch, what I like about it, it's making the batsman think. Where can I hit the ball for four? Where do I have to defend a little? Two slips. Third man's up. It's a bizarre field. A bizarre field because of the pitch. A deep mid-off and a deep forward square. Look at that for a field. You don't often see that in T20 cricket. That'll be a wide.
Those 2 sixes to start the over really put pressure on Tim Southey. He's followed it up with 2 wides and a dot ball. The over's gone for 14.
So, Ed, why isn't Southey thinking of trying to swing the ball? There, he looks like he's bowling cross seamers, all that.
That's the point of the first two deliveries. He's gone to a default setting because as a fast bowler, you get excited by the bit of bounce it's carrying through, but his first over had a good seam presentation, a little bit of shape, and tried to fix something that was not broken.
It's interesting in this format of the game. I feel the batsmen have got so far in front in their attacking styles. They've got these new shots that they play, but I still feel the bowlers have got a long way to go in working out how to stop the runs.
I mean, in the first two overs, they just looked like they'll be on top of the batsmen, especially in the power play. And then just released the pressure, reverted to something that wasn't the norm in the first over.
Work on the leg. And this is game 5 being played at the Maple Leaf Cricket Club. And a wonderful precinct area here. It isn't, Ed, where we got about 3 other cricket grounds around here. There's a cricket ground over there towards the east. We've got a football ground further to the right-hand side of your screen, and another cricket ground right behind. And that, oh, is that where old Mrs. Hubbard keeps pinching the ball? She lives in the background there. It's a nice pad. End of the over. 16 from it, 21 for 1.
MyTeam11.com. Use your skills and create your own team. Real team, real players, real match. Create your own team and join Fantasy League. Come play, win every match.
Global T20 Canada, Edmonton Royals versus CWI team tomorrow at 1:30 a.m. live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar.
For the fast men. Everybody looking for a little bit of shade here. It's been sweltering heat.
So Cottrell to come on. Pulls it away. Lovely shot. Bowling at that pace. 135 against quality players. You're going to get smashed.
Places cricket up in Queensland. So the ball bounces. He'll know how to play the cross-batted shots. The first one surprised him. This one you can see is just giving him that little bit of extra room outside the line of off stump and allows him to also get into control and hits it well in front of square on the onside.
Yeah, I like the swivel that he does. Really do. That's a better length. Gets away with it. I love the way he swivels on that back foot, McDermott. That creates the bat speed. The hips and the core do all the work. Cottrell went for 54 in his first game, so he needs to, even though he's picked up a wicket, needs to get sure his lengths are right. That's well bowled there. They get an easy one around the corner.
Has a look at the bat. That one hit it nice and hard, right up onto the splice. Integral part of the Hawks is McDermott, and this is how he went about. He's 68 a few days ago for 46 balls. He was loose on anything loose. He really put it away. And look at that. A little short arm jab down the ground. Also took toll of those low full tosses and an excellent return.
Great length. That's the length. How many balls have been bowled there already in this match? I think almost, I feel it's the first one to be pitched up.
Next up.
David Warner, who unfortunately has been dismissed early, is just struggling with certain lengths here, Ed. Yeah, Hawkeye shows us some illustrations there. They're just bowling on good lengths. They haven't given too many easy ones to him at all, have they? And done him on length there, as he often does, Malinga. got leg side of the ball and unfortunately couldn't find the gap. He'll find a way, don't worry, he's a class act.
Yeah, I like how you say that, Dino. He will find a way. I think he's got the quality. As we come to the end of the fourth over, it's 27 for 1.
Dwayne Bravo here, skipper of the Hawks. He's lucky that he did the right thing. He got in the front of me to take one for the commentators, stop me from getting hit from a stray ball that was thrown the other day. Waka Yunus, what a champion he was. Champion bloke, fantastic cricketer. And he could bowl a Yorker.
Side. This is it now, Dino. The pitch has offered something for the fast man. And already the captain, Chris Gale, has now released that little bit of pressure, bringing on the slower men.
Oh, beautiful shot. That'll be 4. Tossed it up to Lendl and said, I'll have a piece of you.
The fast men are showing you there's something in the surface. Why not give him another over or look for another faster man in the lineup to maybe have a say? So, changing gears, you bring on the left arm spinner. The first ball he bowls is punished for 4.
Over the top. Chris Gale couldn't get a hand to it. He's gambling, he's tossing it up 80 kilometres per hour. Normally finger spinners bowl 85 to 90. And he's gone again for another boundary.
Tossed up. Ah, Lendl Simmons, this is a good shot. Gave himself room and opens up the offside.
If he pitches it up again, he'll go into old Mother Hubbard's backyard.
But he has to be brave. He should.
Oh, there's someone out there. Oh, what a catch. Oh, he's brought it back in. The athleticity of... What an effort that was. Throw it back in to save at least 4. Andre Russell, you're a champion.
Supreme athlete. Toss it up. Little bit of turn. Gets the bottom of the bat. Heart in the mouth. Look at this for some fielding. Andre Russell. Jump man. Michael Jordan. It's a layup. He saves a certain 6.
Who was better, James or Michael Jordan? Oh, we'll save that for later. Amazing jump, Andre Russell.
In American football and in NBA, they call it the vertical jump. From a standing position and see how powerful you are in your legs. I tell you what, that is an excellent bit of fielding. And also just shows that these players nowadays, they work so hard on their explosiveness.
That is amazing. How high do you think he's got there? 9 feet? Well, he's 6'3". End of the over. 10 runs from it. It's 37 for 1.
In those stats there, the point system so far. Net run rate, that's very important. Say good morning to Simon Duel for the first time. I'm Tino LeBron. Bertram Bess. New pitch, fresh pitch. I'll tell you what, a bit of pace in it as well. Simon and myself, we would love a surface like that. We bowl on too many flap.
Well, misery's getting worse for
चाय तुम्हारा यहाँ पे ठंडा हो जाएगा तो गरम नहीं करेगा
Winnipeg Hawks. Terrific career that, average in the mid. 30s and
Gill knows he's in with a chance here to get him, maybe sneak another wicket or two. Get that middle order in early.
start from Jacobs. Just the 4 runs from his first over. After 7, 42 for 3. Well, the average power play in the first 4 games, so over the 3 days, was 62. See that Winnipeg well and truly behind the 8 ball as far as those power play scores are concerned, but talked a little bit about it in that afternoon game yesterday, Tino. Mate, just change your sights. 160, 165, get a score on the board.
And you're absolutely correct, because the pitch dried out. They played on the used pitch as well, and it's just a situation that you have to remind your players that 160, 170, which is a normal score for any T20 team to defend. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but that's the power score for 2020 cricket. That's well bowled by Ahmed once again. Chris Gayle keeping himself at slip. When there's the opportunity to get a wicket or 2 more. Ahmed is bowling beautifully thus far.
Oh, cuts that away. And mowed this outfield as we arrived this morning. And over the last couple of days, it's just got... slightly quicker and quicker.
Beautifully played by Miller. We say a back cut. Beautifully played. Classical left-handed shot. So Fawad Ahmed played 10 first-class matches in Pakistan. Came to Australia in 2010.
Yeah, that's it.
And made his debut 3 years
Right
later,
hand over.
2013.
Halfway.
Australians, you know, they are fanatical about leg spinners. I should have been a leg spinner. I would have played a few tests for Australia.
Very fast bowler and a leg spinner's body, Tino. Is what you were.
Better believe it. The midget fast bowler. How many times you meet people and say, I thought you were taller. I say, no, mate.
What people don't know, Tino, is that you were 6 foot when you started. Just bowling on all those flat pitches, you ended up that short.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Dolly. Oh man, we play some flat ones, man. When you have to run in and bowl at Shivnarine Chandapal and that Ronnie Sarwan and Albion pitches. Oh man, those are some docile tracks. Beautifully played by Darren Bravo. Bit of Brian Lowry in that shot. Saw the great man here for the first three days. Okay, this is the end of the 8th over, 50 for 3.
Oh, it's tough going here at the moment for the Winnipeg Hawks. 23 dots. 2 6s and 4 4s. We got used to seeing boundaries over the first 3 days of this Canada Dry GT20.
Jacobs continues. Very fast and very flat. Kitty. He actually was a middle order batsman. There's so much limited overs cricket now made him into a fast off spinner. Bravo's got it behind point. Should be a couple. Wayward turn, but 2 runs nevertheless. What is more important? Dot balls or restricting the team you're bowling against by limiting the boundaries? What do you think is most important? I think we had a long debate about that. I think it's boundaries. I think if you can limit the opposing team for little boundaries, I think you might win the game. Because you might bowl 3 dot balls and still go for 12 with 3 boundaries. So I think boundaries is you have to limit guys from scoring boundaries when it comes to 2020. That's just my opinion. What do you think, Dolly?
Yeah, I tend to agree in some ways, and it depends a little bit on who you're playing against as well, because if you pick up dot balls in certain players, they're more inclined to take the risks, and then you're inclined to pick up wickets along the way as well. Certain players, you want to limit their boundaries, absolutely, because they will give you a big shot and tend to give their wicket away, I think. So it's a good point. Darren Bravo strike rate. He struggles against the spin, doesn't he? 122 compared to just under 200 against the seamers.
That's good bowling. It's something that you know in the Caribbean. I should say the Caribbean. I told Dino not to say Caribbean. You're from the Caribbean. Jacobs bowled really well on those really flat wickets there. And he would enjoy bowling at Darren Bravo for sure. Off spinner, always like to bowl at a left-hander.
Can't get it through again, so it's another fine over from Stephen Jacobs. He's bowled 2 very tidy ones, 52 for 3.
MyTeam11.com. Use your skills and create your own team. Real team, real players, real match. Create your own team and join Fantasy League. Come play, win every match.
Global T20 Canada, Edmonton Royals versus CWIBT tomorrow at 1:30 a.m. live on the Star Sports Network and Hotstar.
Edwin Lewis and Chris Gill at the top of the order. Please look at that beautiful view. Beautiful homes here in King City, on our way here to King City. Good architecture as well. Beautiful, beautiful country, Canada. Well organized. Look at that view, beautiful. A lot of cornfields as well. Beautiful views. Andre Russell, the best all-round cricketers in world cricket. I have him and Ben Stokes very high. And his record speaks for itself. One of the most expensive T20 players in the world. And if you have Andre Russell, you have a chance to win.
Straight away, just cramping Miller up for room. Just hurries on because he only ambles in. He doesn't look like he's running in with any great venom. He just ambles in and then winds those big shoulders up and lets it rip.
Yes, for sure. I think the pitch is played decent. I'll tell you what, I'm a bowler. Well, former bowler, I should say. It is good to have a pitch or a surface that's going to come off. T20 players are so accustomed to playing on such easy pace pitches that when they see a pitch that has a little pace and a little bit of bounce, they look like they're in no man's land. They don't have a clue. But at least the bowlers have a little bit of opportunity to get some pace, get some bounce. And I'm all for it. So many flat wickets around the world. Here's Russell once again.
Nice from Miller, but there is protection out on the boundary. From Southey.
Absolutely correct. And Kevin Peterson always says this. See ball, hit ball. That pitch out your mind. Oh, the ball is bouncing funny or, you know, it's taking off over length. Back yourself, back your ability. Your mindset, your skill set is going to react to whatever delivery is coming down your end. This should be interesting. The two West Indians at it. Russell, bravo.
Sure whether that was necessary or not. Bravo did seem a little bit lazy getting back. Sure whether he just plonked his bat down or how that would have played out. A good single. For the keeper.